Hello, Amusement Park Portal, and welcome to our top 10 list of, top 10 coasters in this country. Now, everybody always asks me what my favorite coaster is, and it's really hard to answer that question because I have a lot of favorite coasters. So I figured I'd make a top 10 list to answer the question of what my favorite coaster is. Now, these coasters aren't really in a particular order. It's so hard to rank a favorite coaster. But I will say the top three coasters are definitely the top three. Beyond that, they're my favorite coasters. I love them, but it's really hard to rank them. It's just, I don't really have a checklist of what makes it my favorite coaster. It's just what I personally enjoy, what I have fun on. And so I thought it'd be fun to make a list and put it up on YouTube here. But I would definitely like to hear from you guys what you think of my list. And if it's, similar to what your list is, let me know in the comments on this video. So we're going to get started with number 10 on our list. And that spot belongs to the Voyage at Holiday World. This coaster is over a mile long, has several areas where it's extreme with extreme 90-degree banking, 5 tunnels on this thing. It's just absolutely amazing. It's got an triple down feature, like halfway through the ride when you think it's starting to slow down and near the end. Don't let it fool you. It's gonna pick up speed and just roar back into the end of the ride. It is absolutely amazing. And if you ever get the chance to ride this coaster at night, do it. This is one of the best night rides out there, with the exception of one other out there, and I'll get to that a little bit later on the list, but the Voyage takes our top 10 spot on our list. Number 9. Coming in at our 9th position on our list is Nitro at Six Flags Great Adventure over in New Jersey. This amazing B&M coaster has a top speed at 80 miles an hour, 5,394 feet of track, a duration of 2 minutes and 20 seconds, and it's an L-shaped out and back coaster, and it's just absolutely amazing. One of my favorite coasters in that park. The airtime is tremendous. It's just got positive, negative G's. Love everything about this coaster. Awesome coaster. It used to be a little bit higher on my list, but it's fell over, a few spots down over the last few years with some of the newer coasters coming out, but this coaster still packs a punch, and it's one of my favorites to this day. Number 8. Coming into my 8th spot on the list is the Beast at Kings Island in Cincinnati, Ohio. This amazing wooden coaster opened in 1979 as the tallest, fastest, and longest wooden roller coaster in the world. Decades later, it's still the longest. It spans more than 7,361 feet in length. That's over 4 minutes long. An amazing coaster, and it gives probably the best, right behind the Voyage, night ride of any coaster out there. This coaster is entirely in the woods, so it's completely dark at night, and just the helix at the end of this ride is absolutely amazing, and it definitely earns its spot on number 8 on my list. Coming in at number 7 on my list takes us down to Busch Gardens in Tampa Bay for a visit with Iron Gwazi, an RMC coaster that opened in 2022 and is just such an amazing coaster. This coaster has a height of 206 feet, a drop of 206 feet, a length of 4,075 feet, top speed of 76 miles an hour, and 2 inversions. This coaster has it all. It has the speed, the airtime, and it mixes in a few inversions as well. Such an amazing coaster. I love this coaster. It fits right in at Busch Gardens, and it falls in on my number 7 spot on my list. Coming in at number 6, Intimidator 305, or now it's known as Project 305. But this amazing coaster opened up in 2010, has a height of 305 feet, a drop of 300 feet, a length of 5,100 feet, and a top speed of 90 miles an hour. This crazy coaster is one of the very few coasters I actually start to gray out on due to the speed. It is just absolutely amazing coaster over at Kings Dominion. Always power ride this coaster when we visit the park. If you have not been on this coaster, I highly recommend checking it out. It's an awesome coaster. Number 5, our 5th spot coaster takes us back to Six Flags Great Adventure in New Jersey with El Toro. Oh, this amazing Intamin coaster will just blow you away with all the airtime. It has a height of 181 feet, a drop of 176 feet, a speed of 70 miles an hour. No inversions on this, but the airtime well makes up for the lack of inversions. This coaster is just phenomenal. It has more airtime than any other coaster I've ever been on, and it's just absolutely amazing. So Six Flags New Jersey's got a great 1-2-3 punch with El Toro, Nitro, and also King Ka, which didn't quite make our list, but that's a good ride nonetheless. Number 4, coming in our 4th spot is X2 out west at Six Flags Magic Mountain. This 4th dimension coaster is, well, the coaster that nearly bankrupt Aerodynamics. This coaster opened up in 2002, has a length of 3,610 feet, a height of 175 feet, but has a drop of over 200 feet and a speed of 76 miles per hour with 2 inversions. This coaster will just leave you dizzy. You are not going to know what direction you're facing. It's going to flip you over, back, forward, every angle you can think of, and going to leave you disoriented. Such a crazy ride, and it's the only one of the ride of its type in the country. So if you want to ride a ride like this, you have to make it out to Magic Mountain out west. Such a great coaster. Definitely get out there and ride this one. Number 3, Fury 325 at Carowinds in Charlotte, North Carolina. This airtime machine has a total length of 6,602 feet, a height of 325 feet, and a drop of 325 feet, and a top speed of 95 miles an hour. Such an amazing coaster, and I just love this coaster. It's smooth, it's got the speed, it's got the airtime, it's got everything you want out of a coaster, and that's why it earned the number 3 spot on my list. Number 2, coming in our 2nd spot is Velocicoaster at Universal Studios Islands of Adventure down in the Sunshine State of Florida. This amazing Intamin coaster opened up in 2021. Features a track length of 4,700 feet, a height of 155 feet, top speed of 70 miles per hour, and 4 inversions. Such a great ride. I mean, just every element of this ride is spectacular. It is smooth, it's fun, it's enjoyable. It's just such a great Intamin coaster. I'm not a huge fan of Intamin coasters, to be honest with you, but this one just does it for me. It's got everything you want out of a coaster. It's got launches, it's got dive loops, it's got boosts, it's got a top hat, a 0G stall, barrel roll that seems to go on forever. Great coaster, so get on down to Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. Number 1. Coming in at our top of our list is Steel Vengeance at Cedar Point. This is my favorite coaster. I love this thing. It is absolutely relentless. It's thrills from the second you leave the station to the second you hit the brakes at the end. This coaster has it all. It has a length of 5,740 feet, a height of 205 feet, a 200-foot drop. Top speed is 74 miles per hour, 4 inversions, a vertical drop of 90 degrees, 2 minutes 30 seconds long. I don't even know where to begin with the elements. This coaster has every element out there. It's got an outward banked airtime hill, a 0G roll, a zero-G stall, several zero-G rolls, an overbanked curve, mega airtime. It weaves in and out of its structure. I mean, it's just such a fun ride. Every aspect of this coaster is just insane. Now, some people don't like this because it's a little bit too extreme for them, but I really like it. You come off this ride going just, wow, what did I just experience? It is just, like I said, relentless from beginning to end. Steel Vengeance, our #1 coaster on our top 10 list. And that's going to do it for our top 10 list of my personal favorite coasters. So you can stop asking me now what my favorite coasters are, because they're right here in this list. But I do have a few honorable mentions I'd like to throw in also. We have the Phoenix over at Knoebels. Absolutely amazing coaster. And gosh, I'd love to fit it on my top 10 list somewhere, because it definitely belongs there. But there's so many great coasters out there. It's hard to get it in there. Another one is Alpengeist down at Busch Gardens, Williamsburg. Another amazing inverted coaster. And Mako in SeaWorld Orlando is just another amazing coaster too. But I think that Nitro and the Voyage just kind of edged that one out slightly. But again, that's going to do it for our list. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe and that like button to share this content with other people. It really helps us out. We appreciate it. We're growing, and we really like that. We're trying to get away from the Facebook aspect of it as we move on to bigger things. But thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments down below if you agree or disagree with my top 10 list, because I always like to hear feedback, what other people think of my top coasters. So thanks for watching.